Hola, 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 mis amores, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están haciendo? Espero que están teniendo un muy buen día y un muy buen semana también. Y espero que están haciendo muchas cosas fantásticas y comiendo muchas cosas fantásticas y todo eso. Y si me quieren decir más de eso, leave it in the comment below. Hi, loves. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day and a great week. So I'm back with another video. You all, do me a favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button for me. I hope the music industry crashes and burns. This is bad, y'all. It is every time you think it can't get worse, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, this is crazy, right? So, more evidence has come out that Jay-Z actually helps and has been helping Diddy in essaying minors, women that are minors. So there's more evidence now as to that effect, even though Jay-Z really was doing this right in front of our faces and no one ever really said anything. We all kind of side-eyed it, but no one really ever said anything. Because did y'all know or realize that Beyonce was 15 when him and Beyonce started going together? She was only 15 years old. Then he made the excuse and told the public, "Oh yeah, she was 15, but we waited till she was 18." She was 15. I don't think it's true anyway. Does that really make sense? Yeah, right. You waited till she was 18. I don't think it's true. And now there's more evidence that has come out that would point to the fact that Jay-Z actually got Beyonce hooked on drugs and she stays on those drugs. So there's just a lot of stuff coming out, y'all. Like, wow. The fact that Jay-Z was actually into Aaliyah, if y'all didn't know, Jay-Z was into Aaliyah. Aaliyah turned him down because Aaliyah was dating someone else. And mind you, Aaliyah was a minor at the time. I believe Aaliyah was 14 or 15 years old. And Jay-Z kept courting her and sending her gifts and trying to get with her. And she said no. She was dating some other guy who was also like in his, I believe he was either in his late 20s or early 30s, dating a minor. Okay, because she was around 14, 15 years old still. So part of the speculation is that Jay-Z helped unalive Aaliyah because she turned him down. She didn't want anything to do with him. She said, "No, I'm good," And so it's a lot, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even believe. So let's go ahead and dive right in and see what's going on here. Let's take a look at what I just found.
No, he's far from the loving family man that he tries to make everybody believe that he is. See, just like Diddy, people have been side-eyeing Jay for a very long time now, especially after he was caught in a romantic relationship with Foxy Brown when she was just 15 and he was 27.
Foxy Brown was Jay-Z when she was 15 and he was 27.
And as if this wasn't shady enough, he's also very close friends to Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly, who have all been exposed for having obsessions with girls who are young enough to be their kids. However, with the new evidence that's just been exposed, it's not gonna be long before Jay starts to answer for his shady dealings with Diddy. Cassie's lawsuit may have been exactly what we needed to wash the industry clean and expose all of the disturbing things that have been happening, because it's causing some serious problems for everybody who helped Diddy get away with all the things he was doing. Now, in case y'all didn't know, Jay and Diddy have actually been close friends for years now. In fact, Diddy revealed in an interview just a couple months ago that there are only two people who are allowed to call him by his government name, and that's Jay-Z and his mom. There's also a photo of Jay on Diddy's website, and they've been spotted together a lot at industry events over the years. However, since Cassie accused Diddy of all those disturbing things, people have been pointing fingers at Jay-Z as well, because of how similar this is to what he's done to all of the women he's been involved with. See, Jay-Z actually came under a lot of heat after he was exposed for forcing Foxy Brown, who was just 15 years old at the time, into a relationship with him in exchange for a Hollywood career.
Allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce.
Sources also claimed that Jay paid Foxy a bunch of money to keep this little secret, and this was later confirmed by Jay-Z's longtime friend and ex-business partner, Dame Dash, who got very defensive when he was asked about Jay and Foxy's affair.
What age was Foxy Brown signed?
I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
But that's
I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know
I'm just asking a question.
Yo. it's not, this isn't a laughable thing. Like, it's not funny at all. But the way he got so mad, so irate out of nowhere, so defensive. Oh my gosh. And then he goes on to say, I don't even want to remember that any of that ever happened. He didn't even realize he had said that. He was like, I don't even want to remember that any of it ever happened. So he basically told on Jay-Z without even realizing it. So it must have been some really, really gruesome things that Jay-Z was doing to this minor. Y'all.
The block, I'm responsible for everybody. You the boss. I wasn't. Oh, now I'm the boss. I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying. Well, did I sign it? It sounds like all I'm saying is in this industry when we live in this glass. It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me these questions. I'm not. Y'all can keep asking me questions. Moving on. Y'all keep asking me questions. Y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I got to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that. And now I don't even want to remember nothing about that.
Did y'all realize how similar this is to what Diddy did to Cassie? He started dating her when she was just 19 years old and promised her a career in Hollywood, only for him to put her through pure hell. Oh, but Dame wasn't done yet. See, he went on to spill some more tea about Jay's very weird obsession with younger girls when he revealed that he made the decision to stop associating himself with Jay when he realized that Jay had no plans of distancing himself from R. Kelly, even after R. Kelly was exposed for being a predator. And for those who don't know, R. Kelly was exposed for lying about Aaliyah's age and marrying her when she was only 15 years old. Now, you would think that after this, Jay-Z would just stop associating with him, but he didn't. He actually joined forces with R. Kelly to release their joint album, The Best of Both Worlds.
But I've been tight about this for years. So to be honest, like, if you remember The Best of Both Worlds, you don't see my name on it. You know what I mean? And
your name is not either.
Hell no, I never wanted no parts of that. So my homie was doing that shit. I was like, bro, you know our homie violated? He violated my girl. He violated a friend of yours.
And y'all, get this. According to Dame, Jay also wanted to get into a relationship with Aaliyah and even began sending her flowers and inviting her to his parties. But Aaliyah was not interested in Jay because she was already in love with Dame and wanted to be in a relationship with him instead.
I guess Jay was trying to get at her as well. And I didn't know. He was sending flowers and he was courting her.
Because the rumor originally was that you were connected to Jay. Exactly. Jay and I were hanging out a lot. He's my homie. We had a lot of fun together, but we never dated like that.
After Aaliyah's tragic plane crash passing, it was rumored that her death was a sacrificial death orchestrated by higher-ups. See, Aaliyah never actually wanted to be on that plane. She was given a sedative by force and went unconscious. And that's when she was put on the plane without her consent to finish her music video. As if this wasn't bad enough, Jay was also put on blast by Beyonce's bodyguard, Uncle Ron, who revealed that Jay got Beyonce hooked on so that he could control her.
Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
Once again, this is very similar to what Diddy...
Y'all, that is crazy. Beyonce is on drugs. She's been hooked for a long time, and he keeps her that way. Y'all. I believe it. I believe it. So all of their little secrets coming out one by one, y'all. All their little secrets coming out one by one.
Did with Cassie. She accused Diddy of filling her up with alcohol, including ketamine and ecstasy, causing her to fall into very dangerous addictions that controlled her entire life. What's even crazier is Beyonce met Jay when she was still underage, and he was pushing 30. In fact, Jay-Z revealed this in 2007 in an interview with Charlie Rose, where he said that he and Beyonce met before she was 18, but claims though they met when she was 16 years old, they still waited till she turned 18 before he made a move on her.
How long have you known her? Wow, a long time. How long? 10 years? However long she's been recording. That's when I met her.
Well, don't you remember how long it was?
Yeah, when I met her. I mean,
Was it 5 years ago? Was it?
I met her 10 years ago.
But did you say to yourself at that time, wow?
I see, yeah, that's fantastic.
And as some of y'all know, Beyonce never really had much of a social life growing up. She was tied into her career from the time she was a child, and her parents were very strict. She only ever had one boyfriend while she was in high school. This means she really barely had any experience with men before she met Jay. And a lot of people believe that this power imbalance is the reason that Beyonce couldn't bring herself to divorce him after he cheated on her. He's the only man she's known since she was a teenager.
I feel like she never got to experience life with the different types of people, and the fact that he was so old, low-key, I feel like the only way she expresses herself is through her music.
So, as y'all can see, Jay-Z and Diddy...
Y'all, I think Beyonce is trapped. She is straight trapped in that marriage. That's why I always warn y'all in my videos about marrying some guy. Y'all, you need to really, really understand what marriage is so you know how to use it appropriately, if so, because it is not necessarily, it's not meant to be advantageous to women. It's not meant to be advantageous to women. It is only in very, very specific circumstances where it might be the better choice for women in the sense of being protected by law. But, and Beyonce is in that situation, really. She married him. Honestly, I don't know if they signed prenups or what they have signed or agreed on, but with him having cheated on her, especially so publicly, because he's still cheating, he been cheating and all that stuff, and she was probably in Delulu land because she got with him when she was 15. You don't know jack squat when you're 15. Like anything he tells you, you'll believe. Anything he tells you, you will believe. So he got to her when she was a minor, very, very young. And when you do that, that's where grooming comes into play. Um, because you're able to have and exert control over that person for an extended period of time, because that person hasn't had enough life experience without you in it. So they don't know what any other sides look like. They don't know that, oh, there's a good chance he might be lying about this, or for the most part, all they know is you. So, he been lying this whole time, but he been cheating this whole time for sure. That's what I think anyway. That's what I think. And she just now woke up and made a super big deal of catching him cheat one time. I believe that she really thinks that Jay-Z doesn't cheat on her and stuff. She really believes that. And so she was so butthurt by finding out the one cheating incident, right? And even then couldn't leave. She couldn't respect herself enough to leave. She couldn't do it. She couldn't respect herself enough to leave. So she just stayed. I think she's stuck there. I mean, she really is stuck there because he caught her at such a young age. When you catch someone at such a young, fragile age where they haven't had a chance to develop yet, it is the most frightening thing for that person to then try to leave what they know for the completely unknown, especially after being there for so many years. Y'all, this is this is a mess. This is a mess.
Have been in this together for a very long time. They've both been and exploiting young girls for years now, but it's all being exposed because of Cassie's lawsuit. Kanye West also seemingly hinted at Jay unaliving people in order to do his dirty work and not be revealed for it.
They can't control, you get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, you, man.
But they can't control me.
No,
See, ain't no name I won't name. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm Christian too.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. Y'all puppies, y'all little boozy, none of these names, none of these people, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want.
Jaguar Wright also talked about Jay-Z and Diddy's very bizarre relationship a few days ago.
Holy smokes. So now we're starting to find out that, it turns out Kanye West is actually not crazy at all. It turns out Kanye West is actually the sane one. This is insane. Lil Boozy? Did he say Lil Boozy? Crazy, y'all. It's so crazy. So
he said Jay-Z is the actual kingpin of this whole thing, and that he's much worse than Diddy. According to Jaguar, the only reason why Jay-Z hasn't been caught yet is because he's much smarter than Diddy and does things a little more carefully.
Sean Carter is worse.
Oh man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years. He's fucking worse.
Jaguar also said she believes the lawsuit and the allegations that have been slapped against Diddy have the potential of exposing Jay-Z for who he truly is.
EPD trial has the potential to force Sean Combs to finally be honest about some things that he hasn't been honest about, which could create great leverage for knocking that big lip camel face back into the oblivion in the depths of hell where he came from.
Now, as usual, people had a whole lot to say about this, and they went in on Jay-Z. Like this person, who said, Jay-Z does such nasty things, it's honestly sickening. And even more sickening to know that Beyonce has teamed up with him and will stay with him no matter what happens in their relationship. Another person said, Jay-Z needs to be investigated for messing around with Foxy Brown while she was 15 years of age. Keep in mind, Foxy said it out of her own mouth.
So, y'all, this is happening. This is truly happening. It's surreal. Going into 2024 with this is like literally surreal, y'all. So it turns out, from what we're seeing, it looks like Jay-Z has been trafficking, essaying minors this whole time. And he's been unaliving people for the past 30 years, apparently, from what we're hearing. Y'all, I don't know if Jay-Z is gonna go to jail because he is a lot smarter than Dusty Diddy. And he does seem a lot more patient than Dusty Diddy as well. But I do think that this, because it's getting worse and worse every day, this issue with Dusty Diddy, and everyone, that whole industry is just crumbling down, I do think it's enough to leave a very bad taste in the public's mouth. And it's enough for the public to, for the most part, not take him seriously anymore. Where where a lot of people would have either heard one thing or the other concerning Jay-Z. And so anytime his name comes up, people are going to be like, oh, the graper? Like, I think it's enough to at least do that. I'm hoping that more and more stuff comes out and it forces maybe even an investigation on him. I mean, I don't know. You never know. But he is, I think, from what I'm seeing, even more powerful than Dusty Diddy. That's why Dusty Diddy was always like on his knees for him. Literally on his knees. But we all know Dusty Diddy stays on his knees. So whatever. But yeah, y'all. So that's what's going on here. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comment below, okay? Do me a favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button for me, and leave it in the comment below. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.